What's up, YouTube? It's actually Leader here, back with CPL Minors Season 1, Week number 6, versus Falcon and his Kentucky Fried Torchics. Yeah, that's a team name and a half right there. Falcon's been around the CPL for quite a while. He was in Season 2 back when I joined, and I think he made playoffs, if not just missed it, which admittedly wasn't that hard to do since so many people dropped, but uh, yeah, that's who we're facing. Because I'm just kind of surprised I haven't faced him until now because he's been around a while. He did skip season 3 and 4, so that explains that. But anyway, looking forward to this game. I think it's going to be a fun one. And without further ado, let's get into Falcon's team. He's got the Heatran, Tapu Bulu, Necrozma, Sylveon, Tentacruel, Cryogonal, Cinccino, Mega Medicham, Dragonite, which is his Z Crystal Mon, Crocodile, Excelgor, and an Electrode, which is another Z Crystal holder. And to deal with this, we ourselves have brought, first of all, the Skarmory. Skarmory is max Physdef this week. I didn't think I needed special defense for anything. Actually, with this little 8 right here, I think I do live a... I'm not to it KO'd by an uninvested Necrozma's Heat Wave or something, but he'll probably just run a little bit of special attack for that. So, I don't know, we'll see. And otherwise, this set is pretty standard. Whirlwind for the Dragonite, Defog this week because I'm not hazard stacking. Roost and Brave Bird. Brave Bird is actually to hit the Medicham if I make a certain play that you'll see if that happens in the match. It just something came up in mocks and I'm glad I had Brave Bird. So there's that. I can also hit the Bulu with this, harder than Iron Head. And I am min speed this week actually because of the threat of Bulu having superpower. What this means is that he superpowers me while I'm still a flying type, and then I can roost afterwards to get my health back, so then he'll never hit me super effectively with that attack. Next up, we've got our Garchomp. This coverage goes in on him. He has only one ground immunity, I think, in the Dragonite, and then the Bulu gets wrecked by a Z Poison Jab, and Dragonclaw is for that Dragonite. So this thing's really great to just spam Earthquake, but I haven't actually got to do that in mocks, so I've just been primarily scaring things out and getting up rocks. So that's the main point of Garchomp this week, as well as luring in and killing that Bulu. Next up we have our Cresselia, Psyshock, Toxic Moonlight, and Safeguard. This thing is our check to the Medicham. Lots of Physdef this week, and quite a bit of speed as well to creep, I think, maybe a Necrozma that's creeping something else, or yeah, I've started putting speed in my crest because I've realized it's bulky enough, so I can't afford to. I can't afford to speed creep a few things. The speed is for a uninvested Tentacruel. That's what that is. Next, we've got our Weavile, Life Orb, Punishment, Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, and Knock Off. A very standard Weavile set, except for the Punishment. The Punishment is for the Necrozma. If it sets up anything other than an Autotomized Necrozma is super, super dangerous for me, and I don't really know how I'm going to deal with that. I guess I have to Toxicate with Cress. I was considering changing Gallade to Toxic last minute, but I did see a lot of Colbur Berry in mocks, so I'm hoping to actually get rid of the Colbur Berry with the Gallade, and then Punishment from Weavile will kill it if it sets up to any degree. Ice Shard is for the limited faster mons that he does have, being Excelgor and Electrode. Those two are faster than my entire team and actually are quite big threats. And the rest of my moveset is just very spammable versus him. Next up, we've got our Jolteon, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, and yet another Toxic user. That's mostly for the Bulu, but he only has the one electric immunity, being his Crocodile. So I can HP Ice that, as well as the Bulu and the Dragonite, and just get some really good momentum versus his team. I'm really hoping I can lead with this, unless I do see the Crocodile, in which case I'll have to adjust that game plan a little bit. But yeah, aside from the Crocodile, this thing just gains so much momentum versus him. And finally, we've got our Mega Gallade, Galad Roselle, Knockoff 10, Headbutt, Drain Punch, Poison Jab. It's a 4-attack set. I've ran this kind of 4-attack Gallade several times this season, and it's worked out. Very standard coverage here. Poison Jab is for the Bulu. Stabs just wreck his team, and Knockoff to get rid of a potential Colberry on the Necrozma mostly. So let's accept this challenge from Falcon right here and get into this game. Alright, here we are with the game. Good luck, have fun, Falcon. We just have fun, yeah. We're not messing around. We've been pretty lucky this season where I hope I can continue that, not gonna lie. Although I would like a nice and clean win. I got one versus Shadow. Anyway, he's got the Necrozma, the Medicham, the Tentacruel, the Dragonite, the Boo, and the Sylveon. That's very interesting. So the biggest thing I noticed, no Crocodile, meaning I can definitely lead with Jolteon. How do I want to win this? Garchomp can probably just claim a couple lives here. I do want to get my rocks up early and pressure, just to pressure the Dragonite. I don't see the Dragonite doing much because I do have the Skarmory, and like his coverage is just, it's going to be hard for him. The unfortunate thing about my Garchomp is that I can only use Z Poison Jab to kill either the Bulu or the Sylveon, not both. But I do have Gallade that I can lure either of those. I have Poison Jab on that as well. But like I said, Jolteon's a super safe lead right here, so we're just going to go with that. As he just goes into the Medicham. Now here is the play that I was talking about earlier. And I'm really... I did this versus Cameron in a mock. So I really want to try it again. I have so much more balls in mocks than I do in the actual game, but this just worked out so beautifully. What I can try to do right here is click Volt Switch, which I'll definitely be doing, right? I'll figure out if this thing has Fake Out. First of all, let's just make sure Fake Out doesn't kill. Medicham. OU all-out attacker versus my Jolteon. Fake Out does like 43. Okay, it's not kill. Good. It's not going to 2-hit KO or anything. So I will Volt Switch. Now here's the question. He does go for the Fake Out, and it does 41. Okay? Like I said, I will go for the Volt Switch. I don't necessarily need health on this. I just need it to be alive, just to get me momentum, which is great. And that's one less coverage move that his Medicham has. Now, you know what? Maybe he expected me to Volt Switch there, and just wanted some chip on my Jolteon. But, does he Toxic here? Because if he goes for Toxic here, I get an Skarmory. And then I Brave Bird, and then this thing is dead. Turn 3. The other thing that could happen that I saw in a mock is Power Up Punch, which I really don't want to deal with. But I don't think that's the best option to just like 1v1 Crest. Like I could easily have Shadow Ball or something to threaten this thing out. I have Toxic of my own. I would beat it 1v1 if it has that set. But there are a lot of other things that could have Toxic, like the Tentacruel, like the Sylveon. So what I'd rather do, I'm going to save this for the Tentacruel. I'm going to bring it in on Tentacruel. If I get burned, I pop the Lum, then I'll Safeguard, and then I go into Gallade. So that's how I'm going to do that. Meaning, I don't want to risk my Lum here. I really want to go into Skarm, dude. If, I do kind of need this, though. Let's just make sure. Yeah, if he goes for a Power Up Punch or something, then this whole play, like, then I have to bring in Cress here, and it's probably going to get its whole thing wasted on this thing. But, yeah, I'm going to calc if I even kill from here, first of all. If he goes for a Drain Punch... Skarmory... Mega. Yeah, it turned out to be like that max attack set. Brave Bird, yeah, nearly kills. As long as it doesn't get up to like more than 94 or something. So if he goes for the Drain Punch here, I doubt he'd go for a raw Drain Punch. I think Toxic's coming out. I'm making a play. Do it, do it, do it. Dang, Zen Headbutt. Alright. That still didn't do a lot, because it's resisted, obviously, but still. So he gets a free into Necrozma, but does he want to, like, risk, say, a high jump kick here, which could do up to 71? I think I don't really need to... If I Roost, I have my S30 back, so I can like Whirlwind out Necrozma if it comes to that. And yeah, or if he wants to stay in and go for a Thunder Punch or something, let's see if a Thunder Punch kills. He's probably gonna calc it too. Thunder Punch or Fire Punch. That was normal Zen damage, right? 18 to 21. That was a crit, did 31. So crit Zen. Yeah, normal damage. For Jolly. Okay, that's good to know. Let's calc... Fire Punch, whatever. Um... 46 to 55. That doesn't even kill. So I doubt he'd stay in. And risk this. But if he does, I just get rid of Machamp. Is it even that big a threat though? Like he didn't... I feel like he would have revealed the Toxic if he had it there. Alright, is Necrozma coming in? If it is, I can just Toxic it, which is actually pretty good. I just hope he doesn't, like, set up or anything. So what's going to end up happening if I hard switch here is that we're not getting in, we're not getting our starter back anytime soon. Maybe versus the Bulu. Sorry, I have water. So, but that's like the safest play, right? If he reveals Toxic now, that's like phenomenal. Okay, cool. A Tentacruel comes in. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna make that play I described earlier. I'm gonna safeguard here. Oh, it's fast. That's... Dang. All right. Sure. Well, like I said, I can get in Gallade here, so I'll do that. Preserve health on Cress as long as I can, and he goes for the Toxic Spike. I do have Defog on this, so I can do Defog versus the Bulu or something. But now I get to throw off an attack with the Gallade, and I'm going to go ahead and knock off that Necrozma. Unfortunately, if he's Weakness Policy, I'm going to trigger it here. And then he gets an Autotomized next turn. But that kind of happens no matter what, right? And Cress is at full, so I think we're going to make that play anyway. Knock off, Necrozma. Crit. Colbur. Heck yeah. That's like best case scenario. What do you do here? I don't think he'd raw Heat Wave. He totally could, though. I burned my Lumon Crest already, so I'm very hesitant about switching it in on something like this. I can just go for a Poison Jab, see how much I do. Let's calc that knockoff, though. Sure. What's his Stealth Rocker? It is this, because he doesn't have the Crocodile. Great. So what's your set then? Probably not. He could be like a Totemize weak. He's not weakness policy, obviously. So you need to set up moves. So like Calm Mind or Swords Dance. Probably Stealth Rock. And then 2 attacks. Yeah. Great, okay, this thing's not that huge a threat. As long as I can get in Weavile safely. So now I just gotta pick some in the sack. Or like... I don't know, we'll figure it out. Let's see. I gotta give him a Culver Berry. And I gotta run my Gallade. $28 to 33. I did 29. This is an offensive lacrosse man. Alright. So. You know what? How much does just like another knockoff do? Item none. Knockoff now does 39 to 49. Which, yeah, I'd rather do that than switch in on this, honestly. 39 to 49 does KO 2-hit KO from this range, so unless you like hit me with a massive kind of 26, how'd that happen? And it's Moonlight. Okay, that's not as big a threat, but it's gonna be hard to kill. I have to like Toxic it probably. What did I just do? Yeah, it says knockoff does like 37 with no item, right? Anyway, I did 26, so that's not right. And like, I'm sure Culver Berry like changes the damage like crazy. Maybe it's like max defense. Designated Glade check, even still. I guess that's like possible. Timid, he could still have like a little bit of speed, but he's at least max HP with quite a lot of defense. And this thing probably beats me 1v1. But I could just like annoy it. Weavile's not going to kill from this range. It needs to set up for me to kill with Weavile. So what I have to do, I think, is just go for the Toxic Crests. Yeah, and I'll just switch in now, before I take any unnecessary damage on Gallade, and he Stealth Rocks. Alright, I'll have to defog those eventually, like I said. Have I revealed this yet? No. Have I revealed Safeguard? Yes. Could he just go hard into Tentacruel? Definitely. And I kind of want to Safeguard now because of that, and then just bring Gallade back in. Just keep on pressuring things. Moonlight doesn't have a lot of PP, so eventually he's going to run out of those, and he's not leftovers, so any damage I get on this thing is soon permanent, although he does have the Sylveon, which I have to be careful of. So yeah, I'm going to Safeguard first, as brings in Bulu, whatever, and now I can get in Skarmory and probably defog. If he sets up or whatever, let's see. Do I get a chance to defog before Do I get a chance to defog before he like gets out of hand and I have to whirlwind is what I'm wondering. He just goes back into the crossman here. That was a pretty good play. Yeah, gets the grassy terrain back. What are you gonna do here? You can't hazard stack. You would just throw off a heat wave, right? So I'm gonna go back into Cress. Fine. Heat wave. That does nothing. Let's calc it anyway. Probably 0 special attack. $26. No, I want Cress. Yeah. 15 to 18, it did 17. He's 0 special attack. So now I Toxic, and if he brings Bulu back in... You know what? I think that was... He went Bulu to bait my Skarmory. That was nice. So... Yeah. I guess we Toxic here. He wouldn't switch in like hard Tentacle, right? Great. That's huge. Heat waves and misses. That's also kind of a little... That's sort of important, maybe. Okay, good. Now what? This thing doesn't beat me 1v1. I could just keep on attacking it. Or because I have the safeguard up. Like, he's just going to keep on heat waving, right? So, actually, I could go Garchomp and get my rocks here, potentially. Which is probably the play, considering he doesn't have... yeah, I'll get like 1 round of poison, and then like the grassy terrain will be able to heal that back up. He does go into the Sylveon here. And I don't get poison because it's a safeguard, right? Cool. Cool, cool. Were you predicting that? That's pretty crazy. He probably just wants to wish something back up, right? The Medicham could use some health. Everything else is at full, right? Not this, but... Oh, does he Heal Bell here? That would suck. And if you do have Heal Bell, I'd love to just like smack this thing with the Z move before he gets the chance. Or at least like heavily punish him for doing that. UU Cleric versus Garchomp. Although the other spooky thing is that if he's like Kebia and he just eats this up. 49. So Z Poison Jab like doesn't even kill. 98 it can't kill if he's max defense. Which like he'd probably do that just to avoid the kill. Just to avoid getting killed by my Poison Jab. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take a look at some of the sets that people brought versus me. Did anyone bring Kebia Berry? Nobody did, but they all did max Fizdef, right? Or very close. Well, if you switch out, he gets the heal no matter what, right? But if you live and he would want to remove this thing, so no, I gotta scout that. I think you get the heal bell off no matter what, unfortunately. And then I'm gonna try to defog with Skarmory, I guess. For sure. Hyper Voice, okay, good thing. And now we get a defog here. Even though I'm very low health, like, basically defog is like important, and I don't want to like roost and then be forced out, so I'm just gonna defog. And he does go for the heal bell, unfortunately. But now I can roost up. So that's kind of good. I can Toxic the Necrozma later. And yes, that does indicate to me that he's most likely like max Fizdef. And that he was luring my Garchomp in some way. So, do I go Garchomp here and set up rocks? I doubt I do enough to make that worth it. He's revealed Moonlight, Heat Wave, Stealth Rock, and then it has to be whatever that psychic move is, Photon Geyser. So yeah, dude, I just gotta... The game plan here is going to be lure in Sylveon, remove Sylveon, and then... Yeah, and then I can Toxic this and whittle it down and everything. But it's good that this is back up. This is going to be a long game. How do I want to lure in Sylveon then? I gotta Toxic something first, probably. But I have to make it switch in, essentially, right? I haven't revealed poison moves on Gallade or Garchomp. I could go back into Crest because I know that I can at least get a Toxic off. I can Safeguard maybe. As he does what? He goes into Tentacruel here. That makes a bit of sense. Now he knows he's faster. He can get his T-Spikes back up. Or he can Toxic me directly. Or he can like Scald, predicting Gallade or something. But I kind of doubt he Scalds. I think he either goes for Toxic or Toxic or T-Spikes. So what I'll do is I'll go hard Jolteon here. And I get Toxic. That kind of sucks. But now I get some nice momentum off on something. Because he has... He could be like 8 speed, you know? And then just be faster than Crest that way, which would suck. But, oh, what I found out... Yeah, provided he doesn't have like a Scarfer. How did he play Bulu? Hold on. Bulu is like his only likely Scarfer, right? Or maybe like this? This could be like Shuka though. Tentacruel. So first it used Toxic, and then it used T-Spikes. It's not Scarfed. Could very well be Shuka then. And Bulu. Is Bulu Scarfed? Sent in that, got up the Grassy, and he just switched it back out. That's all I did. Why did he switch it out? He was trying to bait my... Yeah. So Bulu could be Scarfed. In which case... I kind of want a Toxic here. Right? He's not staying in. Unless he does. He definitely... Yeah, no, he's switching. Like, even if you live, like... I gotta see if he kills my Jolteon. If it's possible for him to have a set that both lives and kills. So I'm gonna calculate. He is gonna want a little bit of Fizz Def for the Weavile, because this is his only Weavile check. Yes. I mean, the Necrozma, he doesn't... Maybe he knows that Necrozma is a good Weavile check, but anyway. Tentacruel, something like this, versus Jolteon. So Thunderbolt is like 74 to 80, but you're 74 to 87, but you're at full. You are at full, and Scald does 25 to 29 if you have no special attack. I doubt I'll see like a Hydro or something. That makes no sense. Even a Sludge Bomb doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, both people brought like very similar sets. One had T-Spikes, T-Spikes over Ice Beam. I'm expecting like Scald, Toxic, Rapid Spin, and then either T-Spikes or Ice Beam, so he has T-Spikes there. I'm assuming not Ice Beam. So yeah, considering he can't kill me, I'm just gonna Thunderbolt here, I think. Or I could Toxic. Yeah, I'd actually rather Toxic if I'm predicting a switch. and then I can Volt Switch afterwards. But if he does bring in Bulu, I'd like the Hard Switch. Just in case it's Scar. And yeah, as he does bring in the Bulu. Cool. Nice and poison on that. And I can make like a bit of a play and go... I'll end up going Skarmory here. Right? Then he could like double into Necrozma potentially. So... do I like try to predict that? But I don't really have another switch into Bulu, right? So yeah, I'm gonna have to go Skarmory. And if he doubles, which he does. Now he gets a Heat Wave off, and I can go into Crest, but that's getting kind of weak. And I haven't used the Moonlight yet, so maybe that's alright. But this is the only thing I can do, right? As he does, in fact, Stealth Rock. He can now go into Sylveon to avoid a Toxic, as I... Okay. If we're expecting a switch into Sylveon, what I think I do is... How many heal bells does this thing have? 7 out of 8, okay. I might be able to make him use up all of them. This is going to take forever. But, let's see, like... I think he goes Sylveon here. He pulls like the triple switch into Sylveon. No, that's not a triple because he went for Stealth Rock. So I could go Jolteon, in which case he'll be inclined to Hyper Voice. Probably. So I can go back into Skarm then. He still gets the Heal Bell off. I do wish I had set up now. But if I Toxic the Sylveon, he's going to want to get rid of that as soon as possible, in which case he'll Heal Bell, in which case what do I gain out of that? I can potentially get in Skarm and like reset this whole cycle. Did he bring in... he brought in Tentacruel like hard in on Crest last time, right? So... I don't want to risk Jolteon, though. At this point, Jolteon's getting kind of low. So if I want to keep it alive, I can't just send it in versus stuff like this. Maybe I can't even send it in versus the Tentacruel anymore, which kind of sucks. But does that change my play? I could get in Garchomp, but he still doubles it. No, he still goes into Sylveon. In that case, still it's Toxic. As Dragonite, that's interesting. Great, Toxic on that, Multiscale's gone. Okay, fine. Now what? You're gonna start dancing, and then I have Skarmory that's still very healthy. It's at full, so what? Like D-Dance, E-Speed, Outrage could win or something, but he is Toxic, so he doesn't have that many turns. I guess what I can do is like go Weavile here, and yeah, this is your setup sweeper. This is for sure a setup. I'm starting to think it's Scarf Bulu and then set up Dragonite, because you wouldn't just bring like... No, Bandit's not that good. You really don't want to be locked into an attack here. Would you just go for the Z? I doubt that as well. So I think you have Fire Punch, like either a dragon or a flying move, and then E-speed. So I guess I can go Weavile as he D-dances, scout the E-speed, and then, like with Scarm, then scout the Fire Punch with like a few things, and then he'll run out of, Toxic's gonna wear him down really quick at that point. I'm not that scared, right? Unless he just attacks. That's the only thing, that's the only bad, super bad thing that happens here. But like, so what? I mean, that's kind of the only thing Weavile's here for. So nothing I do here can kill it. There's Knockoff, which is now 65 base power, and Pursuit, which if he doesn't switch, which I don't think he will, is 40 base power, so I have to just get the damage off on this thing, and then he kills me off with the Heat Wave. So again, Weavile not getting a kill, which is annoying. So yeah, let's do that. Go for the D-Dance. He just Fire Punches straight up. Crap, alright. So then I guess Garchomp scares him out now. And I can get Stealth Rock. You're not like Habanberry, are you? That might be it. That could be scary. But I don't have much of another play. I don't have Ice Punch on this. Jolteon's HP Ice. He could be like, it's kind of a toss-up between Haban and Yachi. And he has both of these, right? So he does have good ways of switching into Chomp. That was a good play. Do I make a play here, though, and try to predict the Bulu or the Sylveon? I gotta kill that Sylveon. And if I Earthquake it, if I get like even one hit on it, then Z Poison Jab kills. But will he know, like why else would I go for that play unless I have a way to kill Sylveon with Garchomp, right? That was nice. What do I do here? Shit. If Thunderbolt kills, or like if any neutral attack kills, that's my play. I feel like he can D-dance here. Damn, this thing's annoying. It's kind of a 50-50 as to what berry he has, because he's definitely playing this as if he has a berry. And that means he's not Z, which means he'll lock himself to Outrage. So I guess... No, then I go Garchomp, because then he has to Outrage to kill me. And then Scarm can come in and it's not a big deal. I'll have lost 2 Mons though, so, you know, that sucks. This is a pretty big threat. Yeah, I can't really make that play with the thing unless Z Poison kills this from here. From 82. How much speed does he need? Probably not much. No multi-scale. He's at 82%. Alright, Poison Jab only does like 24. So, yeah, that's not doing anything. In fact, Dragon Claw doesn't even kill. What kind of... No, multi-scale. Okay, I gotta get rid of the multi-scale. Acid downpour kills if he's no bulk. I think that's a risk I want to take. I do feel like I'm in the back, so I have to make a bit of a play right here. Worst case, he definitely goes down to Toxic. Unless he's like a super bulky Dragonite. But please, please switch in Sylveon. Necrozma, damn it. That makes sense. That's still good damage. And now I don't care, yeah. I can just Stealth Rock and like let this thing take damage, and because, well, that's like looking semi-permanent. So, whatever. Dragonite got forced out. It's Toxic. Multiscale's broken. How valuable is Stealth Rock? Versus just Quaking and then going into, like, and then going into Scarm on the Boulder or something. What does he bring in here? Actually, if I'm just gonna defog, then there's no point in Stealth Rocking, so I'll just Quake. He lets me get a hit off on that. That's huge. Except for the fact that he has that Moonlight, which he's running out of, by the way. I would like to just keep spamming that and just force him to go for more Moonlights at that point. At this point. Yeah. What else does Garchomp do? I think we're playing this game hazardless. Photon Geyser, which is not going to do a lot. I do die to the next one. Crap, man. Alright. He's running out of Moonlights though, that's pretty good. I think I'm going to go for a Moonlight of my own here. I don't need to yet. Like, there's nothing that kills me. I can wait. He can go back into D-Knight. In which case... what do I do versus that? This is looking really hard. But I'm glad I kept Garchomp alive then. So that's what Garchomp is going to be here to do. If D-Knight comes in, I just have to, like... I'm also out of priority. So if it does get a D-Dance up at any point, and Skarmory is not at full, he might have just won this. Toxic doesn't make sense. There's no... D-Knight comes in here, right? There's no way. So I could go Gallade, maybe? Or just hard guard jump again. I don't hate that. I'll just Dragon Claw something. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Come on. Sylveon. Interesting. Very interesting. So you're going to Heal Bell here. Or you're going to try to get rid of this. What's going to be more valuable to you? Well, what I think... I'm running out of ways to kill that D-Knight. What I'm going to do now is Calc Gallade's Zen. I think I kill... $74 to 87, not quite. Dang it. Alright, so basically I'm wondering if I'm at a place where I can let this go. And what does he value more? He probably wants to win with D-Knight, so he probably values getting rid of Garchomp. He wants to get rid of the ways I can kill D-Knight. I can like force it out or whatever before it sets up or anything. he wants to set up on my crest. And that's the only thing he can set up on right now. Maybe the Gallade, unless I flinch it. But that's like a roll. It is a roll to kill. It's a roll heavily in my... I did like up to 87. It's like a mid-roll, I think, to kill. So... that said, yeah, he just wants to beat down everything that is not Cresselia. And he has all 6 mons left, so I can Whirlwind forever. Right, he's gonna... what I'm saying is he's definitely going for the Hyper Voice here. Cool. Now we get to defog. And he just brings Necrozma back in, but at least... yeah, I can come back to full. Do I bother recovering? Is there anything that like doesn't let in Necrozma? I can go hard Crest. Yeah, let's do that. D-Knight? Dang it. Oh, I see. That was pretty cool. So you D-Dance here. Skarm's not at full. That was a good play. Let's at least put him on a timer. He just raw outrages. Wait a second. Let me calc that. Why'd you do that? Is that banded? I think it might be. Cresselia. He can't switch. And depending on his speed, I'm like faster. No, he just... no, I doubled and then he outraged before I Toxic, so he's faster than my crest. The set I brought was like this one. Dragonite, Earthquake, Outrage rather. So I guess he's not Z, unless he's Dragonium. Totally could be. 23 to 27? That did 52. That did 52, which is even more than banded damage somehow. What am I not factoring right here? How did that do that much damage? I'm gonna figure that out. I have to. I'll take a lot more than banded damage. Choice Band, Adamant Dragonite. I put level 82 instead of 82%, so maybe I got that earlier calc wrong, I hope not. 51 to 60, so that was a low roll for banded, but it's definitely banded, I think. Yeah. Bandit, good. So I have to go Skarmory here. And then Necrozma could come out. And then he can kill my crest. I think that's what happens, essentially. Or he skips the middleman and just goes for the hard switch into Necrozma. In which case, is there... if he gets the 2-turn outrage, I don't want him switching this out. Not really. I mean, regardless, I'm either dying here, or I'm switching into... yeah, and I do think Crest dies regardless, so in case he does go for the double into the Necrozma, I'm going to Toxic. as he just kills off. Oh wait, no, I can't. Oh my god, I just said he can't switch. What the hell was that? Alright. Yeah, I guess that's tiltedness for you. But you know what? This works out because now I can force that with Chomp or... Yeah, I know he's banded, so... Force that with Chomp or Jolteon. Is this game winnable? I just lost my Toxic user, so I'm feeling like I probably can't kill that Necrozma. Alright. So Gallade kills, at least. With Zen from here. And his switch is the Necrozma. So my only hope here is to just like beat it down, and like I really, or at least no, I'm gonna go Jolteon then, and I'll HP Ice, and then or I could Toxic you. No, I have to like threaten this out. So this goes down. Finally a kill. Then it doesn't even necessarily. Yeah. I could live this. But, no. I gotta go Chomp here on, like, the Fake Out. Unless he, like, predicts it, but Jolteon, like, kills him if he doesn't go for Fake Out, so you take that damage. And then I'm faster unless he goes for Bullet Punch. He totally will have Bullet Punch for my Weavile. So, Scarm on the Scout? Or Jolteon? Does Jolteon live one? I'm at 40. Medicham. All out attacker. If he like predicts and goes for wait. Bullet Punch. Jolteon. 18 to 21, and I still won't die to Toxic, so Jolteon is the play here, if that's what we're expecting. Okay, that's fine. What, nothing's Toxic here, he'd just go for the... You better not wish, dude. You'd better not wish. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. 25, whatever. It's like, respectable if you can call it that, I don't know. And what, Medicham? I'm gonna Brave Bird now. You would bring in Medicham, right? Let me just kill it. Dang it. Whatever, worth a shot. What? T-Spike here? I can just defuck it though. And yeah, Jolteon's way too low. So... Whatever you do... Yeah, I can't switch it into an attack, so he's just going to try to sculpt me down. I'm going to Roost, and then he's going to wait for me to die before he T-Spikes, but at that point... then... Yeah, he won't be able to get up a T-Spike, so I'll switch in like Gallade or Garchomp or something. But I'm not. But it doesn't even matter because I'm gonna Whirlwind here actually. And if I get anything other than the Necrozma, great. You can hard switch here, whatever. He'll probably go into the Necrozma. In which case I'll just Whirlwind again. Oh, okay, good play. I'm just like healing his team right now. I guess I need Rock Slap if I want this to work. Is this the only way I have to win? I have 32 of these. That's not enough to kill his whole team with rocks. Dang it. I guess he wishes. Eventually tries to get the Medicham back in. Do I sack off Chomp? Yeah. I think he does wish, and then I can just stealth rock, and unfortunately that's the end of that. But yeah, no, it's gonna be so hard to win this, but the stealth rock is gonna help at least. What do I really need to preserve? Not this. Definitely not this. Can I beat down the Necrozma? Not really. Just straight up, not really. Wish went to this thing. It's no longer up. So now I have to go Scarm because these two mons die. And I can just keep whirlwinding. Or I like go for Brave Bird. Yeah, that's better. Does he stall out my Skarmory with this thing? Maybe. Throws up a wish. What comes in here? Whatever, I'll make him like not wish what he wants to. And Metachan. Ooh, wait a minute. Damn it, wait, that's bad. Because now I am in range most likely. What did I say was the calc for like a fire move or something? HJK kills. Which he hasn't revealed, but anyway. I think it's gonna be something like, at this point, Fake Out, Bullet Punch, HJK. Did he reveal Zen? He did. Okay, wait. So that's probably his entire set. Does that mean he doesn't have like a Fire Punch or something? That'd be great. But HJK kills, so. What I'm gonna bank on. Yeah, dude. Now we're gonna do something complicated to win this. So, it probably involves sacking this or going hard Gallade, which like I don't even know if that takes a hit. It definitely does. It definitely takes one of anything. But then I lose to Sylveon, right? So yeah, sacking this is not the play. I guess I have to go Gallade. I was thinking like, because then I can get in Jolteon, then he won't have the Fake Out, right? So that could scare it out, but no, I have to go Gallade here. Which is gonna hurt. Yeah. Ow. And if he does have the Bullet Punch, he reveals it here. But I have to just Zen. That's my strongest attack versus this. He goes Necrozma. Alright. He can Moonlight and get the kill. But he'll probably not do that. He'll probably just kill the rest of my team right here. Does a knockoff put him in range of Jolteon? It might. That does sound worth it. That sounds very worth it. Yeah. Look at that. So, if you don't Moonlight, okay, that's fine. Because eventually it does run out, right? 4 out of 8? Yeah, let me just keep doing this. And I think... Is he in range of my Jolteon here? Probably not. This hurts. This is feeling a little bit hopeless. It felt hopeless as soon as like a long time ago actually. 68 to 81. Wait, yeah, I do kill that. No, I'm calculating the wrong thing. That's Metachan. Thank God I noticed that. Necrozma, let's call it like fully fizzed out. Is that what this set is? Not really, but whatever. Yeah, let's say max HP, no Spadef or anything. 51. That's kind of close. But like, it definitely kills my Skarmory, right? I can like go for a para. But like, no, Photon, guys, it's gonna... Yeah, what I mean, like, I'll go for a para with Thunderbolt. But, with no special attack. None at all. None. Come on, cooperate with me. Just this. Just this. Humor me, Calc. That's what I want you to do. Skarmory. Even uninvested, Heat Wave like demolishes me at the range I'm at, right? Yeah. Alright, so I have to just power everything. And I think that's GG Falcon. Maybe he could like not. He has no indication that I'm not specs, right? So maybe he goes Bulu. I can get a toxic off on that, or a crit. Cool. Could have used that earlier. That was totally a possibility. He fakes out here. Preserve. And what did we say? He has the high jump kick. So he has to miss, and then I kill. I mean, at that point, I'm gonna roost, right? Yeah. But he doesn't miss, so I go down there. And if I crit again, this dies, but if I don't, then... Well, he probably just goes Bulu, and then it's over. So wait, if he does... Oh, let me try to, like, do... No, it's over no matter what. So, I guess if he makes the choke play, and yeah. Cool, alright. He did... That kind of was the choke play. Got it, not gonna lie. Let me just say GG. That kind of was the choke play, because if I parried, then you just lost. Or you lost this anyway. If I full parried, this would die. Yeah, you're way better off going to the blue in that case. Because I revealed HP Ice, not HP Poison. Whatever. GG to Falcon, first person to beat me. 4-0. But thankfully I just got... Do I spoil that? Nah. Well, everyone knows it happened. Yeah. Alright. So, what happened is that I ended up playing my week 7 game right before I played this one. So, I won versus Zombie 4-0. And now I just lost 4-0. So, I'm essentially right where my week 5 stat is. I'm 6-1, whatever my differential at week 5 was. So, which is like plus 11 or something. Which might have been enough to, in fact, kick me out of first place, depending on how, like, Bloodcrawler did or something. So that's gonna be interesting. Keep an eye out on that stuff, guys. But yeah, I did just spoil my week 7 result. So in week 8, let's see if we can grab ourselves another win. But until then, we're gonna say later, guys.